look at a powerful new local production coming to Showmax. Masinga, The Calling, is a crime thriller that sees an exiled detective returning to South Africa to confront a case that forces him to face the traumatic ritual murder of his own brother, who had albinism. The film has already won international awards and features a stellar South African cast. We're joined via Zoom by its lead actor, the renowned Hakeem Kae Kazim. A warm welcome to you, Hakeem. Appreciate you coming onto the show. Now, let's start off with your character.
Pleasure, yeah.
Masinga is a man caught between two worlds. What was it about his internal conflict and this story that drew you to the role?
Being an exiled sort of African myself and having lived abroad, it was the idea of a man coming back to find his roots, to find himself, to understand his culture, but not being able to sort of really want to grasp that initially, but having to be forced into that situation. And in a way, it's a bit like myself, having come back to and living in South Africa and rediscovering myself and who I was, and that this continent really was where I was from and had a lot of significance to me. So that's what sort of drew me to it. The similarities of my past and my history with the character.
I want to touch on the film, and it tackles the very real and painful issue of ritual attacks on people with albinism. I mean, a lot of that has been happening on the continent. Now, as an actor, how did you approach carrying the weight of that trauma in your performance?
It's really just about really understanding and being human and really trying to understand and get to the depth of where your character comes from, a sort of humane point of view. And he lost his brother, didn't know how, but he lost his brother at a younger age. And understanding that and getting into the idea of loss as an actor, that's where you create a world of knowing and being, so that you can really absorb and delve into characters and delve into the honesty of a situation. So it's really about connecting, for me, about connecting something in my life that resonates, so I can really empathize and get into the sort of the deeper levels of the character and his understanding of his surroundings and the people that he mixes with.
Well, Hakeem, for those that aren't familiar with it, we've got a trailer that we're going to show for the next sort of 60 or 90 seconds. So let's watch that and come back to some questions.
You will be flying out of Heathrow forthwith, ostensibly to repatriate the missing girls. Whilst you're there, sniff out what the hell is going on.
Baba, I had to go away for a week to Maputo.
Inspector Latili.
Please, call me Masinga.
Aerial surveillance shows that there was cargo dropped off at dawn to a fishing trawler.
And we're sure that the girls are on this trawler.
I want my cargo. You will get it for me. I see. His spirit is coming, calling upon your name every day. And I'm sing.
This man is going to lead you to darkness.
I understand, but I need your support.
He's involved in witchcraft. She's a criminal lawyer, for God's sake, not a bloody field operative.
Your daughter came to me.
They're on the ambush!
It's on December 5th, and those that haven't watched the trailer obviously are going to be keen to watch it. Now, Hakeem, the story is deeply rooted in Zulu spirituality and ancestral calling. How did you prepare to authentically portray that spiritual connection on screen?
We were lucky, we had sort of a spiritual advisor there on the set, and we're steeped in sort of spirituality on the continent. So again, having my ancestors come through the similar sort of journey, it was easy for me to sort of absorb myself into that sort of space, but also having somebody there on set that would really take us into the sort of the deeper sort of side of and the nuances that spirituality had.
Now, the film has already won awards for its director and screenplay. What are your hopes African audiences can take away from Masinga, The Calling?
You know, that African stories told in their own way, told in their own style, told from an African perspective are really sort of engaging and intriguing and worth watching. And, you know, hopefully this is one of many, maybe many in the line of a Masinga sort of story. I think the audience will take that away with them, and it'd be great to sort of see more of these sort of contemporary African stories unfold.
Hakeem, that's where we're going to leave that conversation. Appreciate your time.